We've spent a few days going around to various galleries and nonprofits and collections, as well as the main Sarah Limian museums in the city, to see the diversity of art and creation and the whole infrastructure as it exists within Kuala Lumpur. I've been based in Shanghai since 1998, so I've seen the art scene there go from very small and intimate to something that's very explosive and international. Coming to KL right now reminds me a lot of Shanghai in the late 90s and early 2000s, where there's a real spirit and passion of creation and a really strong foundation of people dedicated to exploring what's happening in society through visual art. This visit to Kuala Lumpur for the Gallery Weekend has been very intimate and very immersive, and in a short amount of time we have seen everything from nonprofit spaces to residencies to museums to corporate spaces, and have gotten a real idea of the structure of everything here and how it is growing into something bigger. The Luminary program is an interesting way to bring together art professionals from around the region and have us have almost a workshop of several days together, just talking and interacting, and then putting that together into public programming. I think compared to a lot of events where they go big and there's barely any time to talk to people, it's very, very valuable to have people from such diverse backgrounds. This is such an interesting point in time for Malaysia and for Kuala Lumpur with the first ever democratic transition of government, and I hear a lot of optimism and hope from people about what's going to happen next. And it's so interesting to see how the country's history is reflected in the artwork, and having such a wonderfully engagement between politics and society in the art world, as you don't see so much in other places with more limitations. I think it's going to be very, very interesting to see what comes out of this country in the next few years. And what was interesting is that the galleries that we went to are not generally open to the public spaces. They're hard to find. They're in residences and in these beautiful historic houses around the city. And so that we were able to see places that if you came on your own, you would not be able to find so easily, and have these long conversations with the curators and the collectors and the artists and the owners of the spaces. What has been very nice about this week is the diversity of the people that are brought in to have conversations about our respective scenes and practices and opportunities in our home countries. So you'll have me from the West, but working in China. You have people from Singapore. You have people from Canada who are working in South Asia, and bringing these kind of diverse people together, but in a very small group, so that we can actually have real conversations and not just here's a name card, have a drink, and then move on to the next person, has been really valuable. And I don't think I've been to an event that has had that level of intimate interaction.